Hello. Hail WACHILUNGAMO, hello. Oh, hail WACHILUNGAMO, hello. Good afternoon, fellow citizens. WACHILUNGAMO is back again here today to address citizens of Malawi. As we start with first Muvi today, the population of Malawi, as well as WACHILUNGAMO, and on behalf of myself, we want to stand here humbly appreciating and giving our thanks for the first time to a president who listens to the grievances and concerns of his people. Malawians know that the genesis of our freedom, it is because General Vincent Nundwe did not listen to the powers that be. Instead, he followed what the Constitution says. He protected citizens to exercise their right for demonstrations, for protests, and to show their dissatisfaction of a government that stole their votes in 2019, 21st May. Realizing that this was wrong, we stood here asking President Chakwera to redeploy, to reinstall, to hire again General Vincent Nundwe because he was not wrong. He was dismissed or fired wrongly. By this, we stand here thanking President Chakwera that thank you, sir, because you are a listening president. And many Malawians are saying it has never happened in our history. There's no way a president listens. There's no way a president addresses the concerns of people, but it's starting from President Chakwera. By that, they say, may God keep on giving you more wisdom. Thank you very much. Movie number one, that was. Movie number two. The world wants to know what really happened the period from 21st May 2019 to June 22, 2020. There's a lot that took place and the world wants to know what happened. There are bullets on that. On the disputed elections of 21st May, Mr. Mutharika won 1.9 million votes alone without Atupele Muluzi and UDF. After an alliance of political giants, DPP and UDF, Mr. Mutharika got 1.7 million votes, down by 200,000. Mrs. Jenny Ansah has an answer or an explanation to give, not only to Malawians, but to the world as a whole. Some myopic minds may say, let bygones be. I will repeat. Some myopic minds may say, let bygones be bygones. But I want to say here again, we are not going to forge ahead. We are not going to develop this country if we cannot do post-mortem to what brought us to where we were on 21st May 2019 up to 22 June 2020. If we cannot go back there, we will not know where we are going. Because this problem will repeat again and we won't have answers. Movie number three. This is the reason we call for special court to stand as a tribunal to expose the truth so that we can move on as a country. Movie number four. In Nkukula village, TA Nkukula in Dowa district, a young girl by the name Esther Chakumbira was born 30 years ago. She was born with a disease. She cannot stand up, talk, or speak. She cannot feed herself. Her father died. Her mother is an ordinary person without means. This human being gets locked up in the house like cargo, in a warehouse, when the mother is going for household chores in the garden or to draw water. The mother do this because she's afraid that the child might be attacked or molested. We appeal to Minister of Community Development, Madam Patricia Kariati, and First Lady, Her Excellency Madam Monica Chakwera, to do something on this matter. You can call this number 09977265668. I'll repeat. 09977 26 56 8. A brother will answer, and we as a country can save a soul in Nkugula village. There's a need for a wheelchair, electrical one, because this girl cannot stand upright. So there's a need for electric chair where she can be able to tie herself with seat belts so that she can leave. On that part, we want to appreciate and recognize the wonderful work that one musician, Patience Namadingo, is doing. She is the ambassador of poverty in our country. He is an ambassador of poverty in our country, for he has done a wonderful work to go and realize and trace those that have a problem in their existence. For that, we urge many Malawians to follow suit, because in our villages, there are many problems that need us. And this is where Mrs. Galiati, as a ministry, should make sure that such people are looked after. Movie number 5. This is the main topic of this today. Tomorrow, the August House is convening for the first time under the new government. Muvi WACHILUNGAMO National Command would like to contribute to the House deliberations as follows. Bullet number 1. Speaker of Parliament, Madam Godani Catherine Hala, must come clean on Section 25. And this is our demand. Democracy can be undemocratic when political prostitution is promoted. We want to repeat and emphasize more on this. Ever since democracy came in Malawi, no government has respected Section 65. Because the power that be overpowers the laws of the country. That is why from UDF to DPP, from DPP to People's Party, from People's Party to this government of Tonse, nobody respects Section 65. By this, we urge Speaker of Parliament that this is not business as usual. The government of Tonse is not business as usual. It is business unusual. By this, Section 65 must be respected. Therefore, all members of Parliament that have crossed or that are planning to cross the floor from one political party to the other should be declared vacant, and they must go for by-election for them to go and stand on a ticket of the different party that they are crossing to. That is the power of democracy. Bullet number 2, Parliament must pass a bill for the establishment of a special tribunal that will oversee corruption and state theft speedified, to see what transpired truthfully on the 21st May 2019. And for Malawians to know, why is our country like this? Why did a loser continue to rule the country when Malawians said he has no power? Bullet number 4. Parliament of tomorrow is a very important gathering to be opened by the new president. But all of you, 193 members, cannot tell the House what your constituents told you to deliberate in that House tomorrow. None of you will say that. By this, it explains that 18 million citizens are ignorant of what you are going to do in this House tomorrow. Muvi WACHILUNGAMO is going to put its eyes on all of you to understand whether what Parliament pay you for and the benefits are worth what you do in your various constituencies. Repeat again. We know and we are aware that the democracy that we talk about is not understood to you deputies, parliamentarians. You don't know, because now you are going into the House to pass a budget without consulting your people, without trying to understand from your constituents what they need. You are just going there. And there's no secret. many of you are going to be sleeping, snoring, and dozing in that house. There is nothing that you know you are going to do. You only wake up at the time of tea, break time, and you will not forget the time of going to sign your allowances. And we want to say this here. We cannot let that continue. As I said before, Tonse government is on a mission for business unusual, not business as usual. Therefore, we are going to watch you, any parliamentarian from whichever party who is going to sleep in that house. You are going to face us. And the way we are going to face us is not going there. You face us in your constituencies, because we already passed the messages that a member of parliament so was sleeping in a house and snoring. Therefore, don't expect anything, because there's nothing that he went to do, only to collect his allowances or her allowances. Movie number 7. If Malawi is failing to develop, we fought you parliamentarians. You are the one who are wrong. The head of government or president cannot be blamed, because development and the connection between the government and the people is you, members of parliament. Now, if you cannot consult your people, how will government know what the people want out there? And we want to say, there has been CDF, there have been DDF, and some other funds in parliament. All these have not worked from the aspirations and expectations of Malawians. They work through your aspirations. I'll tell you this without fear. You talk of development, but you build outdated third-class projects, yet the invoice or the price you put are in millions. Asking you, this bridge of trees, how much it costs, you tell us 10 million. And being members of parliament, people that will bring development in the country, you are still doing infrastructures of the past, of iron, of old age, stone age. This is the time for bridges to have cement and steel. But it does not matter whether you are from the village or whatever, because if any city is going to develop, it starts from the village. You change a village into a town. You change a village into a city.